Hey there, this is Kritesh and welcome to TradeBrains YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss different type of stocks that every investor should know. But first of all, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. We publish new interesting investing and trading videos every week. Now there are over 5500 stocks listed on Bombay Stock Exchange and over 1800 stocks listed on National Stock Exchange. Therefore, if you want to analyze and research any company efficiently, it might be a very tedious job for an investor. And in order to simplify the research and analysis process, the stocks are categorized in different categories based on their market capitalization, their investing style, their size, their location, and different methods. In this video, we are going to discuss 5 different categories in which the stocks can be divided. Let's get started. First, based on sector and industry. On the basis of sector and industry, the stocks can be divided into different categories. For example, the companies in the automobiles industry, that is the companies which manufacture cars, trucks, 2-tier or 3-tier vehicles, these all comes into automobile stocks. Few example of companies in automobile industries are Maruti Suzuki, Mahindra and Mahindra, Bajaj Auto, Hero MotoCorp, Eicher Motors, Tata Motors, etc. Similarly, stocks can also be classified in pharma stocks based on the services and products that they provide. If the company is involved in making pharma or medicines of a company, then they can be classified in this industry. A few examples of companies in this industry are Sun Pharma, Reddy's Lab, Cipla, Divi's Lab, Lupin or Vindo Pharma, etc. Now if you move forward, stocks can also be classified in FMCG stocks, that is fast moving consumer goods stocks. A few examples of company in these industries are ITC, Hindustan Unilever, Dabur, Godrej Consumers, Nestle, Britannia, Marico, etc. Similarly, based on sector and industry, the companies can also be classified into IT stocks, bank stocks, metal stocks. A few other categories can be power and energy, petroleum, oil and gas, utilities, etc. So this is the easiest way how you classify a company. Here you see what the company is doing or what products and services they are providing, and based on that you classify them in different sector and industry. Now let's move forward to classify companies based on their size. So based on the size of the company, they can be classified as micro cap or penny stocks, small cap stocks, mid cap stocks, and large cap stocks. So as the name suggested, these companies are based on the size. The smaller the size, the smaller the cap, and the higher the size, the higher is the market cap of a company. Now based on the market capitalization of a company is a small cap if its market cap is less than 8500 crore. It is a mid cap if its market cap is between 8500 to 28000 crore, and it is a large cap if its market capitalization is greater than 28000 crore. An important point to mention here is that every large cap company is once a mid cap and small cap, but it is not necessary that every small cap or mid cap company will become a large cap company in future. Now let's move forward and classify companies based on their business cycle. So based on business cycle, the companies can be classified as cyclicals and non-cyclical stocks. So cyclical stocks are those stocks which moves in the direction of the market or economy. If the market and economy is doing good, these industry or these stocks will also perform good, and if the market is doing bad or the economy is doing bad, these industries and these stocks will also perform bad. On the other hand, non-cyclical stocks are called defensive stocks, and they are not much affected by the economy. Now, cyclical stocks includes luxury products and wants of the people. On the other hand, non-cyclical stocks includes basic needs, products and services. Finally, the prices of the cyclical stocks goes down during slowdown or recession. This is because during slowdown or recession, the economy is not doing good and the stocks also follow the same trend. On the other hand, non-cyclical stocks continues to do well even in the slowdowns. They are not much affected by economy or the market. A few examples of cyclical stocks can be, or cyclical industries can be, automobiles, hotels, travel, tourism, fashion, clothing, etc. So when economy is doing good, people invest a lot of money in buying a new car, traveling or hotels, tourism, etc. But when the economy is not doing good, they may restrict them from traveling abroad or spending a lot of money on automobile, tourism, fashion, clothing, etc. On the other hand, a few examples of non-cyclical stocks can be food, medicines, consumer goods, utilities, even alcohol. So whether the market is doing good or bad, whether the economy is doing good or bad, people will continue investing their money in food, medicine, consumer goods, and they have to pay the bills for their utilities. So it doesn't matter whether the economy is doing good or bad, most of the companies in this industry perform well. Now, based on the investment strategy, stocks can be categorized as growth stocks, value stocks, and income stocks. Let us understand each type of stocks one by one. A growth stock is those stocks which grow at a fast pace compared to the competitors and industry. Here the growth rate in the top and bottom line of the income statement is faster. For example, if the competitors and the industry is growing at a rate of 8 to 9%, the growth stocks will grow at 12 to 13%, that is higher rate compared to their competitors. Now these stocks are often bought at a fair valuation. This is because you won't be able to buy growth stock at a cheaper valuation because they are always growing at a fast rate. And finally, growth stocks give no or very minimal dividends to their shareholders. Next, let us discuss about value stocks. Value stocks are those stocks which trade at a lower valuation compared to the competitors or industry. But these companies have a very strong financials and a very strong balance sheet. Now, most of the time, these stocks are bought at a discounted price to its true intrinsic value. For example, if you believe that the true value of these companies are rupees 100, then you will buy that stock at a price of rupees 70 or 80, that is at a discounted price. And here the stocks are undervalued because of temporary reasons. So fundamentals of these companies are strong, however they might not be performing good because of some temporary reason, and at that time it will be a good opportunity for the value investors to invest in these companies. Finally, the stocks can also be classified as dividends or income stock. So dividend or income stocks are those stocks that pay a high or regular dividends to their shareholders. For example, if a company is consistently giving a good and increasing dividends to their shareholders, then it can be classified as a dividend stock. These stocks has strong financials and fundamentals to give consistent dividends to their shareholders even in future for next 5 to 10 years or more, and they have an efficient management to run business smoothly without any dividend cuts. Dividend cuts are the nightmare for the dividend investor because the sole purpose of investing in these companies is to get dividends. Now let's move to the fifth and the final category. Companies can also be classified based on where they are located. For example, if the companies are located in the same country, then it can be called as national stock. A few examples of national stocks for Indians can be Tata Motors, Reliance Industries, ONGC, etc. On the other hand, stocks can be classified as international stocks if they are located outside the country. For example, companies like Apple, Facebook, Amazon are all examples of international stocks. Please note that it is comparatively easier to invest in national companies compared to international stocks because of regulations by SEBI and other governing bodies. So let's quickly summarize what we discussed in this video. So stocks can be classified on different categories based on their size, market capitalization, investing strategies, and other different methods. Based on the sector and industry, stocks can be classified as automobile stocks, IT stocks, pharma stocks, etc. Based on the size, stocks can be classified as large cap stock, mid cap stocks, small cap stocks, etc. Based on the business cycle, the companies can be classified as cyclical and non-cyclical stocks. Next, based on the investment strategy, the companies can be classified as value stocks, growth stock, dividend stocks. And finally, based on the location, companies can be classified as national stocks, international stocks, or even emerging market stocks. So that's all for this video. I hope it was useful to you. If you have any doubts, you can comment below in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. See you in the next video.